Hey folks, Myriad here. I've got a weird video for you today. As some of you may know, I have been working on creating a custom campaign for Arkham Horror, the card game, for some time. I'm a huge Arkham Horror fan. I love it, and making some custom scenarios and custom cards is something I've wanted to do for a long time. And thanks to this goddamn global pandemic, I've had enough free time on my hands to actually make some headway on that lately. The campaign that I'm currently working on is an adaptation of the video game franchise The Suffering, which I think is highly underrated, and you should go play those games if you haven't before. And I think that they are, they're basically survival horror games, and I think they're thematically perfectly suited to be adapted to the Arkhamverse. So that's what I'm going to try and do with this. And I have just put what might be the finishing touches on the first scenario of that campaign. And so I thought, well, I'd better playtest it and see how it goes. So I've gone ahead and set up the first scenario in the campaign, which is called Surfacing. I do have a partial campaign log created for the campaign, which is tentatively called The Suffering of Carnate. But I probably won't walk you through that right now because it would just be a lot of reading. And you might want to experience some of the story elements for yourself. So just take my word when I say I've followed the campaign guide and set it up correctly. I'm bringing in two official investigators to play test this. There will be some custom investigators in the expansion, I hope. I do have some of those designed already, but I figured for a playtest it would be best to have a control and use some investigators that I know for sure work. So I brought Ursula in as our clue getter and Zoey in as our monster puncher. You're definitely going to need some monster punching in this campaign. I'll tell you that right now. So I just figured these are two investigators I'm very comfortable playing. And if Zoey and Ursula cannot get it done, then there's probably something wrong with your scenario. So we'll see how they fare. Like I said, I won't read you all of the story stuff in the campaign guide, but the TLDR is you have traveled to Carnate Island, which is a small island off the coast of Arkham, which essentially houses an Alcatraz-like maximum security prison called Abbott State Penitentiary. And you have been summoned to Abbott by the warden of the prison to speak with an inmate who has recently been transferred there, whose crimes are, let's say, unclear. They were the incident he was involved with occurred under mysterious circumstances, let's say. And so in the story leading up to the first scenario, you arrive at Carnate, you descend into the prison to speak with this inmate, and almost immediately there is a giant earthquake which causes parts of the prison to collapse in on itself, and you basically get stuck in the prison block and are essentially trying to find your way out. So that's what we're dealing with here. We have got a bunch of locations in play. We arrived on the prison block from an elevator, passed through a security checkpoint into a hallway, and we're waiting in the interrogation room when the tremors began. So that's where we will start. And we know what these four locations are, although they are not currently revealed. The elevator shaft actually is, for reasons you'll understand later. But we have some other locations that we have not, we don't even know about yet on this floor, which are all hidden behind this penitentiary wing placeholder side on the unrevealed side of the card. But who knows what will be there once we travel there? Probably something fine and not scary. All right, so I think we're ready to get started. So hopefully this will go well. If you don't know how to play Arkham Horror the card game, this is probably not going to be the best way for you to learn. I'll try to sort of briefly explain the rules as we go, but you're going to be confused. And just also a note, I might errata some things on the fly just for the purposes of testing the balance. So there will be some things that look like cheating, I bet, during this. So just know this is not intended to be excuse me. This is not intended to be a legitimate playthrough of this. This is as much for my benefit as far as tuning the scenario as it is for yours as far as seeing what it's kind of about. But yeah, let's get started. So let's get some opening hands going here. If you don't know about Arkham, you draw 5 cards at the start, and you get the opportunity to mulligan, which we're gonna do since we got a weakness. Okay, so let's see what Ursula's got here. We've got a Tooth of Esley. Crack the Case might be good. Oh, I like Deep Knowledge. I mean, these are some good econ cards, but nothing that's gonna help her actually clue it up. Okay, how about this? How about we ditch... let's ditch Crack the Case and Eureka. Yeah, and then we'll draw 2 new ones. Fieldwork and Fingerprint Kit. That's what we're talking about. Okay, good stuff, Ursula. And let's see what Zoe's gonna get. Got a sword. You'll love to see that in Zoe's opening hand. And some dodges. So let's get rid of the dodges for now. I mean, I feel like I was gonna just prepared for the worst for a sword. But she might need 2 swords in this scenario, so let's hang on to it. Survival Knife, Dynamite Blast. Okay, Zoe's ready to party. Fantastic. All right, well, let's read the agenda and act cards real quick. Agenda 1A, Behind Bars. You've come to Abbott State Penitentiary at the request of Warden Hargrave to meet with an inmate convicted of brutally murdering his family, named Rance Truman. Unfortunately, your little visit has been preempted by a series of violent tremors that have rocked the foundations of the prison and caused a partial power outage in the sublevels. Act 1A, Just Visiting. You're stuck on the wrong side of the collapsed security checkpoint and have no choice but to explore the prison block and find another way back up to the surface. But the shrieks and gunshots you heard just after Officer Perez departed leads you to suspect you may encounter some resistance. At the end of the round, investigators at the interrogation room may spend the requisite numbers of clues as a group to advance. So we're going to need 10 clues. It seems like a lot, to be honest. I think that might be too many clues, but there's clues to be had. And we've got a 5 doom threshold on the agenda. Oh, I do need to actually set up the chaos bag properly, so hang on. Let me dump all these out. I should have done that before I started recording, but I forgot. I'm so used to the TTS mod handling bag management for me. All right, well, it looks like we will have to consult the campaign log in order to figure out what we need in the bag. We're just going to play on standard. That's the only real Arkham difficulty that I'm comfortable with. I know a lot of you are probably super good and like to play on standard, or on hard or expert, rather. That's not me. I'm not good at Arkham. We need a -1. We need 3 -2s. And we need a -3. And we need a tablet and a Yithian. And then we need fail and success. There is something in the prologue, a choice to make. And let's say I made a choice that ended up putting a cultist in the chaos bag. All right, great. Now we're ready to go. So according to the setup, we start in the interrogation room. Rusty liquid pools around a clogged drain in the center of the room. Let's go ahead and reveal it. Take a breather. Heal 1 horror for an action, once per investigator. So it looks like TTS is not going to recognize my custom location, so I'm going to have to put the clue tokens on there myself. That's okay. So 3 shroud, 1 clue here, and it is connected to cross and quotation mark. Quotation mark is actually not currently on the board, so that's a little clue that something might happen in the future. But cross is collapsed hallway, so we can move up there from the interrogation room. Alright, well, let's probably just have a build around here and get some stuff out. Why don't we have Zoe go first? And she can do first action, spend 3 to play Enchanted Blade. And second action, spend 2 to play Survival Knife. And third action, let's gain a money. Alright, that's Zoe done. And then let's get going with Ursula. I feel like Tooth of Etsley might be... Nah, let's go Fingerprint Kit. Let's get crazy with it. So we'll get her Fingerprint Kit out there. Why don't we... I feel bad whenever I don't use Ursula's passive during a round. So maybe we'll just... We can probably leave that clue there. Now, obviously, since I made this scenario, I know what's going to happen to some extent. I'm going to try and play like I don't. And of course, thanks to the random elements of the encounter deck and the player decks, hopefully some novel things will happen anyway. Okay, second action. Let's have Ursula move out of the interrogation room into the collapsed hallway. The harsh fluorescent lights ensure any who pass through here will be gifted Abbott's most popular souvenir, a splitting migraine. And we'll reveal it. Collapsed hallway. 2 clues on there. And it is a Shroud 4. And it costs an additional action to move out of the collapsed hallway. Debris from the partially collapsed ceiling blocks passage in several directions, including the way out. So it is connected to Hourglass, which is the interrogation room, and T, which is this penitentiary wing location. So second action was move into there. I'm going to trigger Ursula's passive, which is after you move to a location, take an investigate action. So I will just go ahead and do that. We're at 4 to a 4. Maybe I'll burn a fingerprint kit on this. So that'll put me at a 5 to 4. Don't want to kick anything in. I don't want this to fail. I'll kick in deep knowledge. So it'll put me 6 to a 4. Whew! You'll love to see it, folks. Alright, so Ursula's going to snag both of them clues. And then for her third action, because that was a free reaction, third action, she's going to draw a card. Dr. Christopher, so good to see you, my friend. Okay, great. Things are going good so far. So we're going to go to the Mythos phase, and we'll put a Doom on the agenda, and then we'll take bad cards. I guess I should have picked a lead investigator. Let's say it is Zoe. So she'll go first. Frozen in Fear. Great. The first time you perform any one of the following actions, move, fight, or evade each round. It costs an additional action. But at the end of the turn, we'll test 3 willpower. Excuse me. And if we succeed, we can discard it. All right. Zoe's got pretty good willpower, so there's a decent chance we make it out. And Ursula gets locked door. Attached to the location with the most clues without a locked door. That would be the interrogation room. How did the interrogation room get relocked? Who knows? But we can't investigate there. It's only got the 1 measly clue, so we can probably just let it go. Oh, right, we should have upkeep. Sorry, it's been a minute. So before the Mythos phase, everybody gets a card and a money. Love to see it. Okay. Great. So that Mythos phase wasn't too terrible. So let's keep on keeping on. Yeah, I would love to see an ally for Zoey. I would just love to see. Excuse me. Well, let's have her first action move up to Ursula. It costs an additional action to move out of the hallway, so she could go check out the penitentiary location. But I just really would like to see an ally. So I'm going to do second action, draw a card. Ugh, bad juju. So her weakness, Smite the Wicked, is basically you discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until you hit an enemy. I happen to know that there are no enemies in the encounter deck right now, so that's going to just fizzle. And then obviously all of the encounter cards would just get shuffled back into the deck since the deck was empty. So that's a great time to hit that. I guess let's keep going. Third action, draw a card. Small favor. Okay. All right. That's at the end of the turn. Okay, so we'll test. Oh, right. It took an additional action to move. Son of a gun. All right. We didn't see the small favor because we didn't have any actions. But we will test 3 willpower. Do I kick in the dynamite blast? I think I better. We're safe for now. We might see it again. So that's going to put me at 5-3. Ursula, you got anything? I'm not getting rid of the tooth. All right. Let's have it. 5-3. Nice. Okay. And then Ursula's going to go. I mean, we need to get Dr. Christopher on the board, I'm afraid. So I'm going to just do... Yeah, I'll do first and second action, gain money. Third action, spend 4 to play Dr. Christopher. All right. Ursula's pretty much built, so that's great news. All right, we'll go to upkeep. Oh, we got Ursula's weakness. Choose a location other than your location. Oh, right. Okay, so Ursula's signature weakness is you basically have to pick a location that you're not at the start of your turn. And if you don't investigate that location, you take 2 horror, which is a bit rough. But we got plenty of investigating to do, so that's okay. And then we upkeep into Zoey, and there's that small favor. Okay, we're right with God on that front. All right, let us put another Doom on the agenda. So we need 10 clues, and we're at 2. All right, we're getting there. Hopefully I actually put enough clues to make 10 possible. I'm pretty sure I did. All right, so back again to the investigators. I'm going to draw one with Zoey. Okay, the allies are just not going to come out. All right, let's have her go check out. She has to spend 2 actions to move out of the collapsed hallway, so actions 2 and 3 is move. And let's reveal the penitentiary wing. They all have the same flavor text, so I'll just read this one. Abbott State Penitentiary has gained notoriety for being one of the most dangerous maximum security prisons in the country, for inmates as well as guards. And we've arrived at cell block A. When this location is revealed, suffer 1 horror. Nice. And that's going to be 4 clues on there. And it is a Shroud 5. Okay. Well, good thing Dr. Christopher showed up. And flavor text is, besides the splashes of gore dripping from the walls and ceilings, there are no signs of life. So clearly some bad stuff going on in the cell block. Alright, well that's Zoey done. Alright, and Ursula's got to pick a location other than her current one, so we will pick cell block A. And for our first action, we're going to get... Oh, wait, it takes 2 to move out, so we're going to have to do 1-2 to get to cell block A. I'll trigger her free investigate after a move. So I am at 5 to 5. I better fingerprint kit to put me at 6. And I don't have anything to kick in. How about you, Zoe? Yeah, you could give up. Well, we're not getting any allies, so let's give up calling in favors. So where are we at? 4, 5, 6, 7 to 5. Oof, this could be rough. Oh, and what is tablet? Tablet is -1. If you fail, take a horror. We did not fail. Nice work. So we will grab 2 because we fingerprint kitted. And we have satisfied Call of the Unknown, so we're not in any danger. And we gain a money from Dr. Christopher. Love to see that. And then you know what? I mean, what am I looking for with backpack? I've got, a magnifying glass would be top. Okay. Yeah, let's spend 2. And we will play the backpack to search the top 6 cards of our deck for 3 item or supply cards. Nope. Yep. Nope. Yep. There. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Is this just the Arkham game of my life? It might be. So the question is, do we want 2 caches or 2 magnifying glasses? Well, we're definitely putting... I'm just going to keep these in my hand, but we'll know that they're attached to the backpack, actually. Do I want a magnifying glass or an... the magnifying glass could be committed, so I'm going to take that. And we'll shuffle the other 3 back in. Wow, now that was a backpack. Okay. I think that was it, right? 2 actions to get out of the hallway. I did a free investigate, and then I played backpack. All right. Investigator phase over, so we'll upkeep. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, Ursula's not over her hand size yet. And still no allies in sight for poor Zoe. I guess it makes sense. We're trapped in a prison. How's anyone going to get here? But Dr. Christopher figured it out. Okay, let's add a doom to the agenda, and let us take... Oh, did we not take encounter cards last time? Crap, I don't think we did. I think I got weaknesses and thought they were encounter cards. Alright, so we're going to take 2 then to get right with God, I guess. That works. Oof, that would have been rough on cell block A. Yeah. Okay, well, like I said, there'll be some cheating involved, but some of that's just going to be because it's easy to forget things in Arkham. Well, we can't put another obscuring fog on there, so that fizzles. Can't play assets or events. And we got a test for brain. If you fail, choose and discard an asset you control. Yikes. That sucks. Test 4? You got any brains there, Zoe? She got Hand of Fate. Okay, so let's kick in Hand of Fate to bump it to 4. And I guess I'm kicking in Tooth of Etsley to get it to 5. It feels bad, man, but there's just no way this is going to work. Nope, not at all. All right, now we're playing Arkham. Discard an asset I control. I guess it's got to be the fingerprint kit. That sucks. Okay. Oof. Things are not great. Particularly for Ursula. Alright, Zoe's going to draw a card. Nice, got another enchanted blade. Okay, I can for sure pitch this prepared for the worst. But she's not going to be any help in the 7 Shroud cell block A. So, second action will move. So, cell block A is connected to Cross, which is collapsed hallway, and Circle, which is this penitentiary wing. So, we'll do second action. Zoe moves up here, and it is cell block B. When this location is revealed, draw the top card of the encounter deck. Great. Let's just put 4 clues on there before I forget. Yep, that's right. It's a 4 shroud. Okay, some of these high shrouds might just be too high, honestly. But Zoe needs an encounter card. And it's Dissonant Voices. Okay. So we drew a card, we moved, and we can't play assets or events. So I guess we'll just have her draw another card. Hey, a survival knife. And then we'll discard Dissonant Voices. Okay, Ursula. You've got your work cut out for you, sweetheart. So Call of the Unknown, we'll name cell block B. Can't play assets or events. Boy, that sucks ass. Alright. Well, we'll do first action move to cell block B. And we'll trigger Ursula's free investigate. I'm going to kick in deduction to boost her to 4, 5, 6. And why don't we chip in prepared for the worst from Zoe to make it 7. So that should be pretty safe, you'd think. What's Ethian? -3. Whew! Glad I did that. Alright, so that's 2 clues. Thanks to deduction for Ursula. Okay, so we're at 6 of 10. We're getting there. This might actually happen. Okay, so that was just 1 action. And I can't play assets or events, huh? Oh, I get a money from Dr. Christopher for that successful investigate. Should we just keep plugging away at cell block B? Or gain a money? I mean, since emergency cash is the way to gain money, but I can't play it right now. Yeah, let's do another investigate. And we'll just do it at 5 to 4. I don't know about that. I mean, what else are we going to do? Gain money to draw a card? Why don't we draw a card? Oh, you'll love to see that. Okay, that's going to be... Working a hunch is going to be a great way to get some clues off cell block A. I mean, I got nothing better to do. Let's try a raw investigate at 5 to 4. Actually, you know what? Let's gain a money. We got a lot of cards we want to play. Okay, we satisfied Call of the Unknown. We'll discard Dissonant Voices. We'll upkeep. Oh no. So we got a weakness. Internal Injury. Place into your threat area. At the end of your turn, take 1 direct damage. 2 actions to discard Internal Injury. Okay, well, probably good to get that out of the way early. Alright, Doom on. We are 1 Doom away from advancing the agenda. And now we need bad cards. Crypt Chill. Test for willpower. If you fail, discard an asset you control. I'm not too worried about that. Zoe's got money, and I can chuck that knife. So I'll just, yeah, I'll just try it 4 to 4. Hey, that's a pass. Nice work, Zoe. All right, Ursula needs 1. She needs a locked door. Has the most clues without a locked door attached. Well, how about we put that on cell block A? All right. That thing is not being investigated ever. It's real spoopy in there. Okay. Well, gosh. I just want to see an ally for Zoe so bad. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to draw a card with Zoe. Ooh, scene of the crime. Okay. That's worth hanging on to. And then we'll have her move into the this penitentiary wing, which is only connected to cell block B. It is supply closet. 4 clues on there. Oop. Oop. Come on, TTS. There we go. It's got victory 1, so might be good to get that. Let's read the flavor text. The scattered collection should be of personal effects, not to mention the dismembered body, suggests someone was sleeping here. And we can take an action once per investigator. Scrounge for supplies, choose a card in your discard pile, and shuffle the chosen card back into your deck. Do we have anything in here we might want to get back? I mean, that dynamite blast. No, we pretty much just have dodges and things we don't really need. Okay, so that was first action, draw a card, second action, move. Oh, I forgot to get rid of internal injury, eh? Well, sucks to be me. Alright, I will just gain a money then, I guess. Okay, so Ursula's up. Call of the Unknown, we'll name supply closet. Let's see. Okay, first action, we'll place emergency cash to gain 3 money. Then we will fast action out a magnifying glass. Second action, we'll play a fingerprint kit. Third action, we will move to the supply closet and trigger Ursula's free investigate after moving. So let's see, we're at 4, 5, 6. Do we want to fingerprint kit? I think we do. So that'll put us at 7-3. That's a great test. I'll take that test. 7-3. Nice. 2 more clues. So we're 8. Satisfied, call the unknown, gain a money from Dr. Christopher. And that's it. So we'll go to upkeep. Uh-oh. Amnesia. Choose and discard all but 1 card in your hand. Don't care for that. Thinking I might keep field work. Yeah, I'm going to keep field work. That's a bad one. Okay, and then Zoe's going to upkeep. Actually, she's going to take 1 direct damage from internal injury, and then upkeep. Nice 1-2 punch. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, she's not upper hand size yet. Alright, it's time to advance the agenda. Agenda 1B. Let there be carnage. Your survey of the prison block has revealed little, save for the evidence of mass slaughter. It occurs to you that the carnage you've witnessed could not have been caused by the tremors, or even other inmates. While you ponder this, you notice the clanging of pipes that you've heard throughout the block is growing louder and nearer. Suddenly, a vent above you falls to the floor with a sharp clang, and from within the darkness of the vent, a hideous creature, with blades where its limbs should be, climbs out and leaps to the floor. Sparks fly as it hisses and keens its blade against one another. Shuffle the set-aside Slayers of Carnate encounter set and the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck, then search the encounter deck for a Slayer Stalker enemy and spawn it at the lead investigator's location. Alright, so we're putting the encounter discard pile back. We're taking a Slayer Stalker out of there, shuffling that all in, and spawning a Slayer Stalker at the lead investigator's location. And its prey is lowest foot, which is Zoe, so that works out well. And she gains a money when an enemy engages her. Alright, let's have a look at Slayer Stalker real quick. So he's 3/3/3, Carnate Monster, Hunter, Persistent, and Retaliate. So Persistent is a new keyword I'm introducing into this expansion. which essentially means when this enemy is defeated, rather than putting it in the encounter discard pile, you shuffle it back into the encounter deck, which essentially represents that these things just keep coming, and it's very difficult to actually kill them. And he has an ability where if he is exhausted at the start of the enemy phase, he gets to unexhaust for free. So you can evade him to do things during your turn, but he's going to unexhaust in time to hunt you still. So, okay. So that was that agenda. Now we're on agenda 2A, capital punishment. Sinister bladed monstrosities are now roaming the halls of the prison block and are likely responsible for much of the carnage you've encountered so far. Where do they come from? What do they want? Can you escape the prison block before you become their prey? And its doom threshold is question mark. Do not advance this agenda until you are instructed to do so. So we're still going to put doom on it every round, but it's not going to advance until something else happens. Okay, so monsters are here, and they're spoopy. I guess we should read the flavor text on Slayer Stalker. To my eyes, they appear to be a manifestation of decapitation, yet it seems improbable that anyone ever had their head cut off at Abbott. I suppose on Carnate, anything is possible. Okay, so we are 2 clues away from being able to advance the act, but we need to get at least Ursula back to the interrogation room to do that. Okay, well, I feel like it's time to fight at long last. So how about this? How about I pay 2 with Zoey to do a 1-2 punch, which will let me fight at a 5 to his 3. And if I succeed, I get to fight him again and do an extra damage with that second attack. Or should I scene of the crime? What about that, actually? Yeah, hang on. I'm going to pay 2 to scene of the crime, which lets me discover 2 clues at my current location if there is an enemy here, and there is, and it doesn't provoke an attack of opportunity. Nice work, Zoey. See, Zoey looks big and stupid and like she's only good for punching, but she's got some tricks up her sleeve. Okay. Second action, we'll pay 2 again to 1-2 punch. And if I hit with both, that'll just kill the Slayer Stalker, so that would be pretty good. Do I want to chip in? I'll chip in this survival knife. It's not doing anything. So that's going to put me at 4, 5, 6 to 3. That should be fine. That's -3. No, it's -1. We're good. Okay. So that is a dead Slayer Stalker. But is persistent, so we don't discard it. We shuffle it back into the encounter deck. Crap, and I still have this internal injury I can't deal with. Okay, well, we got to start schlepping it back to the interrogation room. So I think we have enough clues now, right? Yeah, we got 10. All right, third action, Zoey moves back to cell block B. And it is Ursula's turn. So we will... crap. I guess we can try to steal a clue off cell block B for Call of the Unknown. Okay, yeah, we'll pick cell block B for Call of the Unknown. I'm going to spend 2 to just get field work on the board. Second action, move back to cell block B, and I'll trigger Ursula's free investigate after a movement. So I'm at 4, 5, 6. 6 to 4 is pretty good. Oh, and I can exhaust field work to get +2. So yeah, I won't waste a fingerprint kit. I'll just do 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to 4. That should be fine. And it was. Get an extra clue that we don't need, just to satisfy Call of the Unknown. Oh, and backpack's gone, because all of the cards that were attached to it are discarded. Okay, so that was 1 action, play field work, 2 move and take a free investigate, 3rd action, move back down to cell block A. Alright, we'll upkeep, we'll take a direct damage on Zoey, from the internal injury. And upkeep. There's an ally. Okay, great. And I've got enough money to play Greta. That's awesome. Okay, Doom on the agenda. And bad cards. Dissonant voices. Can't play assets or events. Sorry, Greta. Bad cards. Singing Steel. Okay, so this is one of my new encounter cards. Basically, you attach it to a Carnate enemy, but there aren't any, so this card gains Surge. Frozen in Fear. Ooh, that sucks. Take an extra action to move, fight, or evade. Okay. Alright. Well, I feel like there's literally nothing Zoe can do except action 1 move, action 2 move. And then we can't get back into the interrogation room because it costs 2 actions to move out of collapsed hallway. So, okay. Crap, I think we're about to get hit by Call of the Unknown because I don't have... I mean, I guess I could move back up and investigate here, but we're just... It's going to take another action. Yeah, I don't think it's possible. I mean, I could spend 2 actions to move up here, take a free investigate, move back here, and just be where I was, all for the purpose of avoiding 2 horror, but I feel like we're not getting anywhere if we're playing like that. So, I'll spend 2 actions to move because of Frozen in Fear back into the collapsed hallway. Let's say I picked Interrogation Room if I can figure out some way to get there, but I can't because it costs 2 actions to get out of the hallway. And maybe it's a good time to play this Tooth of Etsley. Okay. Well, that's all we got. So, Call the Unknown triggers. I take 2 horror, and I shuffle it back into the deck. That's rough. We're going to try to test 3 brain to discard Frozen in Fear. We get a brain from the Tooth. Can you help out, Zoe? She doesn't have any brain. Nope. Just a dumb puncher. Alright, so we're going to try 4 to 3. Yuck. Okay, well this is a disaster. I mean, I guess we can spend 3 actions to move out of the collapsed hallway, but... yeah, that'll do it. Alright, and then Ursula will upkeep. And... did we really let another turn go by where I didn't deal with internal injury? How does this keep happening? Or did she not go yet? Is Zoe not... Crap, I haven't been doing a good job of keeping track. I think she did and drew the small favor. Is that right? I think so. Then where did this come from? Because I feel like I drew Greta... got this. I guess I moved. Oh, crap. This is where it gets tough when you play Arkham on your own. Crap. I'm not sure if I took a turn with Zoe or not this round. I think I didn't. I mean, it's okay. It's not gonna... I'm not gonna get anything done. Let's say I did, just to be on the safe side, I suppose. So we'll discard Dissonant Voices, take another damage from internal injury, and upkeep her. Another Greta. Nice. Doom on the agenda, and bad cards. Another Slayer Stalker. Zoe gains a money from her passive when an enemy engages her. Yep, and Ursula needs 1. Obscuring fog attached to your location, +2 shroud. Well, good thing we already got all the clues off there. Okay. Well, I can't tell you how annoyed I am that I'm gonna have to deal with the Slayer Stalker without Greta. But I guess it's okay. Seems like it'd be a waste to Vicious Blow. How about I just action 1, I spend a charge from Enchanted Blade. That'll put me at 5 to its 3. And I'll commit a Vicious Blow as well. It'll put me at 6 to its 3. And that's me dealing... Oh no, because I empowered it, I get the additional 1. Well, what the hell, let's kill it in 1 action, then spend 2 to get rid of the internal injury. Okay, so that will be me at 4, 5, 6, 7 to 3. Got him. But he is persistent, so he just goes back in the encounter deck. Second and third action, discard internal injury. Yeah, I should be doing this. Okay, Zoe is gone. Now Ursula is going to have to spend all 3 actions to get back into the interrogation room thanks to Frozen in Fear. And I can't even trigger her free investigate because of locked door. So that sucks. Alright, so we'll try to bust her out of Frozen in Fear again. It's still 4 to 3, unfortunately. Got it! And after this test, you may move to a connecting location. Well, I don't need to. And in fact, I don't want to. So, thanks, Elder Sign. Okay, so that's it. We'll upkeep. Got a nice Eureka. And a guard dog. Alright, now we're just lousy with allies. I always turn up in the end. Alright, Doom on the agenda. And bad card. Another Dissonant Voices for Zoe. Can't play... Oh, she still can't play Greta. God, this is brutal. And a bad card for Ursula. Crypt Chill. Test for willpower. Oh, I succeeded that treachery card, so I should exhaust to the Vetsley. Whoops. And draw a card. So I will do that. Oh my gosh. This is good. Okay, this is Arkham. Okay, so that's him back already. We got to deal with Crypt Chill though. So it's 4 to 4. Is it a peril? No, it's a hazard. So you could chip in a brain if you had one, but Zoe doesn't. I'll chip in Eureka, just to give myself a better... Well, do I care about discarding an asset I control? Yes, I do. I don't want to discard any of them. And it's too late to use field work. So if I wanted to use it, I would have had to have used it for, what's that card called? Frozen in Fear. Alright, so we'll just do 3, 4, 5 brain to 4 and see what happens. What's Cultist? Minus X. X is the current agenda. Minus 2. I think I got it. So it was 4 to... 4, 5? No, I didn't get it, because it's minus 2. Oh, that's brutal. Just I wasted a Eureka? Really? Wow, that's brutal. Okay. So I have to choose and discard an asset I control, and if I can't take, I take 2 damage. I really don't want to throw away this fingerprint kit. But I also really don't want to throw away magnifying glass. Do I throw away Tooth of Vetsley? I don't think so. I need the brain. Alright, I'm throwing away the magnifying glass. It feels bad, man, but that's what we gotta do. Okay. So once Zoe gets into the interrogation room, we'll be good to advance the agenda at the end of the round. Okay. So we'll have Zoe go first. I gotta stop doing this. Okay. First action was Zoe move down. Can have her take a breather. We should probably have Ursula take a breather. because that Call of the Unknown is just going to keep coming. Yeah, so we'll have Zoe move down. What, just gain money? She's going to be above hand size, so really all we can do is just gain 2 money. And then Ursula is going to draw a card. Oh, wait, she has to do with Call of the Unknown. But again, there's nowhere to investigate unless we're going to go back to cell block B, which we're not. So I guess we'll declare... Oh, wait, you can successfully investigate a location without clues. So what if I went 1 free investigate, 2, 3 move back? Let's try that. Okay, so for Call of the Unknown, we will choose Collapsed Hallway. Yeah, so we'll action 1, move up. Trigger Ursula's free investigate. We're at a 4, 5 to a 4. And I can't trigger field work because there's no clues on Collapsed Hallway. And I'm not going to use fingerprint. Alright, I mean, we didn't have anything better to do, so we'll just try it. 5 to 4. Oh, nailed it. Alright, so we successfully investigated. Call the Unknown won't hurt us. For second and third action, we'll move back to interrogation room. We will upkeep. Nice. We can discard dissonant voices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, Zoe's at hand size. Alright, at long last, we will advance this godforsaken agenda by spending 10 clues in the interrogation room. Act 2, or Act 1B, sorry, through the looking glass. You've surveyed the prison block, and having found only blood and destruction, conclude that the only way out is through. Back in the interrogation room, you heft the uncomfortable metal chair over your head and hurl it into the fractured plate glass wall with all of your might. After a few attempts, the pane shatters, revealing a hidden room on the other side, no doubt used to eavesdrop on the otherwise privileged conversations that would normally take place here. Put the set-aside observation room location into play. If the act advanced while Agenda 1 is in play, immediately advance the agenda. No, we are well past actual Agenda 1. I was worried that people would get the clues and get back there too quick, and that's clearly a foolish thing to do. But otherwise, put a doom on the current agenda. Oof. Okay, so we're putting the set-aside observation room into play. Here it is. And it is connected to interrogation room and security checkpoint. Sorry, I guess I should have pointed out that none of these locations connected to any of these locations. Basically, collapsed hallway and security checkpoint were connected before collapsed hallway became collapsed in the prologue, so we didn't have any way out back to the elevator, which is ideally where we'd like to get to. But by breaking through the glass in the interrogation room, we can go observation room, which is connected to security checkpoint. So that's great. All right, Act 2A now. A way out. You'll be damned before you die in a place like this. The earthquakes may have blocked off old paths, but it's also ripped open new ones. There's no sign of Officer Perez, but if you can make it back to the elevator, there's a chance you might make it out of here alive. At the end of the round, if at least one investigator is in the lobby, advance. So we have not seen the lobby yet. It could be on the underside of any of the unrevealed penitentiary wing locations. All right, good stuff. So that's the end of the round. We upkeeped. So now we're going to doom on. And then... what are we going to do? Take bad cards. Rotting Remains. Test 3 brain. For each point you fail by, take a horror. For each point you fail by is kind of a thing. Alright, I'm going to chuck in Spectral Razor. So that puts my brain to 5 versus 3. Whew, got it. And Ursula. Frozen in Fear. Oh my gosh. This encounter set is terrible. It's really just the worst. Maybe I should not be using it. I mean, that's the thing about the core set. It's like that's what you pull from, but maybe I just need to make my own core set for this. Okay. Well, what should we do? Both have to go. Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Zoe is going to spend 5 money to play Greta at long last. And then she is going to second action move to the observation room, which is the comma that was missing. Observation room. Through the shattered glass, you can make out a hidden room. Oh, it should be a hidden room behind the interrogation room. Ugh, love finding typos. Observation room. A pile of radios sits on a desk in the corner, no doubt connected to listening devices installed in the walls of the interrogation room. No clues for Shroud. You can take an action. Attempt to radio for help. Test 5 intelligence. If you succeed, you may search the top 6 cards of your deck for an ally asset, draw it, and then shuffle your deck. Limit once per game. So we can try to radio for an ally. Fortunately, everybody has pretty much got their allies out, so we don't need to do that. Okay, so that was 1 action play Greta, 2nd action move. Why don't we do 3rd action move to the security checkpoint, which is connected to the observation room. A pile of rubble now blocks passage from the hallway you arrived through back towards the guard station. Security checkpoint. 4 clues on this bad boy. It's got a victory 1 on it also. And revelation. When this location is revealed, draw the top card of the encounter deck. Love to get those on Zoe. Inside the cage, you see the mangled bodies of the guards you passed earlier while being escorted by Officer Perez. Alright, we need an encounter card for Zoe. And it's another Rotting Remains. Fantastic. I guess we're just going to have to take it. 4-3. So we failed by 2. Alright, well, we'll put 1 horror on Greta and 1 on Zoe. Oof, okay. So it was play Greta, move for Zoe. She's done. Okay. We've got this Frozen in Fear. Man, I guess I can shortcut. I don't think that's going to get... Well, let's see. So if I shortcutted into Observation Room and then took 2 actions to move into Security Checkpoint thanks to Frozen in Fear, I would have a free Investigate and then a 3rd action to investigate on Security Checkpoint. So why don't we say that? Why don't we, per Call of the Unknown, we choose Security Checkpoint. I'll play shortcut as a fast action to move Ursula into the Observation Room. 1st and 2nd action... first and 2nd action, move to security checkpoint, trigger Ursula's free investigate, which is going to put me at 4-5, and I'll burn a fingerprint kit to get it up to 6 versus, what was the shroud? 4? It's a near run. How about you, Zoe? You got anything? Yeah, you want a second Greta? So that'll be 7-4. 5. Oh, I should have used... Never mind. Hang on. Let's use field work. And you can hang on to Greta. So that leaves me at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 book to 4. That should be good. Way overkill, but that's fine. 2 clues. And so that was a free action, so I have a 3rd action, or I could just do it again. Sure. spend the fingerprint kit, which will... Oh, and I gain a money from Dr. Christopher. I think I should have gained money from him when I investigated the hallway last turn, too. Okay, so what are we doing? We're spending a charge from fingerprint kit, which puts me at 5, 6. Zoe will kick in Greta for 7 to 3. That should work. Sure enough. Another victory in the bag. And we've satisfied Call of the Unknown. Great. Okay, so we'll try to ditch this Frozen in Fear. You don't have any more brains, do you, Zoe? Nope. So it's going to be another 4 to 3. Ooh, got it. Thank the Lord. Okay. Love to see it. And then we'll upkeep. And we'll upkeep. And unexhaust our investigators. Put another Doom on that agenda. Boy. Okay. So we've got to get to the lobby, and we don't even know where the lobby is yet. Okay. So from the security checkpoint, we can go to the observation room, which doesn't have anything for us. We can go to the elevator shaft, or we can go to Star, which is this penitentiary wing. So the elevator shaft has an ability that says flip this location. Use only if you have found the keys and all undefeated investigators are at this location. So we can't use that until we find the keys. So one would think finding the keys might be here or here. So I guess there's nothing for it except to venture forth. Yeah, so Zoe will first action move up to Penitentiary Wing, which is the laundry room. 2 clues on this location. Now, I will point out we don't actually need clues to advance this act, but it might be good to get them for later. Who knows? And you cannot perform evade actions at the laundry room, because the floor is slippery, is what I was thinking. And in fact, the flavor text confirms this. The floor is slick with water, and a foggy haze creeps in under the door leading to the adjacent room. Laundry room is connected to security checkpoint and the last unrevealed penitentiary wing location. So that was first action. Second action is going to be... Do we need any cards or anything? I mean, we got a full hand. Let's just go, dude. Second action, move to penitentiary wing. Which is the showers. 4 clues on that location. Come on. There we go. Creepy ghost girl in the showers. When the showers is revealed, immediately advance the agenda. And it's got an action that says, remember that you have found the keys. Use this ability only if there are no clues remaining on this location. The shadows in the corners of the room take on twisted shapes through the foggy steam produced by leaking pipes. Okay, so we have to immediately advance the agenda. While it has 6 doom on it. Agenda 2B, the hard stuff. As you begin to search the showers, the fetid puddles on the floor begin to sizzle like boiling acid. You watch in horror as small creatures begin to rise from the green ooze, chirping madly as they scuttle into the shadows. From the gruesome bundle of syringes sticking into their backsides, you imagine they must be in immense agony. Any pity you might be feeling for the wretches is immediately dashed as one leaps at you, brandishing one of its needles like a dagger. Shuffle the set-aside mainliners of Carnate encounter set and the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. Then search the encounter deck for a caustic mainliner enemy and spawn it in the showers. Okay, so we're going to shuffle the discard back into there. We're going to take a caustic mainliner out of there and shuffle that. and spawn it in the showers. We'll look at you in a minute. And then discard the top X cards of each investigator's deck, where X is the amount of doom that was on this agenda when it advanced, which was 6. So we both have to discard 6 cards from our deck. 1. Oh no, that is brutal. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And for Ursula, 1, 2, 3. Ah, Jake, man, that sucks. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oof, those were some rough discards. Okay. So let's have a quick peek at this Caustic Mainliner. It's a 2/1/3. It has Alert, Carnate Monster. Enforced, if Caustic Mainliner is unexhausted and not engaged with an investigator at the beginning of the enemy phase, exhaust it and deal 1 damage to an investigator at a connected location. So that engages with Zoey. Let's read its flavor text. She gains a money. The flavor text says, "This is the most modern of the creatures, using a means of execution far too scientific to have ever taken place during my time, the lethal injection. Dr. Killjoy, the malefactors of Carnate." We don't know who Dr. Killjoy is yet, but he will become a important character in the campaign. Okay, so we've got this Caustic Mainliner, and now we are on Agenda 3A. All the devils are here. The abominable creatures you've encountered at Abbott seem to be animated by the island's historical atrocities, and no matter how many times you escape from them, they just keep coming. During a brief moment of respite amidst the chaos, a question bubbles to the forefront of your mind. Where is Rance Truman? Rance Truman is the inmate you came to Carnate to speak to. And he is not here, apparently. Or at least we haven't found him yet. Okay, so 8 Doom Threshold, and this is the last agenda, so gosh, I hope that's enough time to finish this scenario. I think we're doing okay. We might have lost a few too many turns, but I mean, I designed the Agenda 2 so that you could waste time during Agenda 2. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so I think Zoey still has an action left. I think it was move to laundry room, move to showers, and that triggered the Agenda 2 advance. Okay, well, I've got this Caustic Mainliner on here. Let's see. How about I just fight it with a survival knife, and I'll put in Vicious Blow. So that'll put me at 4, 5, 6, 7 to its 2. I mean, it's overkill, but I just don't want it to hurt me. So that should be good enough. And low it was. And I can trigger Greta's ability, which is put a damage on her after you defeat an enemy to discover a clue at your location. Look at that, Zoey cluing like a champ. Okay, so that's Zoey's turn. Ursula still is not gone. So I think we're just going to try to get her to the showers as quickly as possible. So I'm going to declare Call of the Unknown on the showers. And then we're going to go move. Take a free investigate action with her passive. What's the shroud here? 4 again? 4 to 5. I'll field work it to make me 7 to 4. Nice. I can move to a connected location. Don't really want to. Just want the clue. We've satisfied Call of the Unknown. We have 1 action remaining because it was move, free investigate. Get a money from Dr. Christopher, by the way, for that successful investigation. And then I'll try and investigate again. I'll put in my other Dr. Christopher, so I'm at 4, 5, 6 to 4. Nope, no sir. Alright. Ursula's done. Let's upkeep. Ooh, deep knowledge. Upkeep. Very nice. Alright, Doom on the agenda. And I'm not sure if I shuffled this or not, so I'm just going to do it. Singing Steel. Choose a Carbonated enemy in play. There aren't any. It gains Surge. Frozen in Fear. You gotta love this, folks. Alright, and one for Ursula. And a Rotting Remains. So we're going to test at a 4 to a 3. Ooh, what was that? That's -3. So I failed by 2. Alright. Well, we can put 1 horror on Dr. Christopher. Okay. Gosh. Kind of want to draw. Yeah, I'll do first act. Well, I gotta call the unknown. I guess I'll call the unknown laundry room. First action, I'll deep knowledge. Add 2 curse tokens to the bag to draw 3 cards. Ooh, a second field work, you say? Okay. Yeah, what the hell? I'll play it for a second action. No, I won't. I lied. I'm sorry. Second action, I'm going to investigate in the showers. And I will commit. I've got a plan to that. So that'll put me at 4, 5, 6 book. 6 book, yep, to 4. This better work. Got it. Okay, we're 1 clue away from getting those keys. But unfortunately for my third action, I'm going to have Ursula move back to the laundry room and take a free investigate so that we can satisfy Call of the Unknown, and I'll exhaust field work for this. So I'm at 4, 5, 6, 7, book, 2, 2. Should be easy. Yep. Well, we got clues, boy. Alright, and Ursula's done. I don't think Zoe's gone, right? Because there's nothing... No, we've got this Frozen in Fear and nothing's happened since then with her. Yeah, I don't know, man. She's got a ton of money and a ton of cards, and it just so happens to be the case that none of them are that useful at this current moment. So I'm going to draw a card. First action. That's not too bad. In fact, we could... I can't use it because it's not my first action, but I can see in the crime, and then we can get the hell out of there. Okay, that's good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So she'll be at hand size during upkeep, so I'll just gain 2 money. Okay. Ursula's satisfied Call of the Unknown, so she'll upkeep. Shortcut. And then we're going to try to get rid of Frozen in Fear by putting in Dodge. Put me at 5 to 3. Got it. And then Zoe will upkeep. Doom on the agenda. And bad cards. Another Caustic Mainliner. So he's going to gain a money. And Ursula's going to get a bad card. And it's Dissonant Voices. Okay, well, we can Greta the last clue on the showers if we kill Caustic Mainliner. So how about we kill Caustic Mainliner? Kind of lame to use a blade charge on that, but that's what we're doing. So I'm at 4, 5, 6, 7 to 2. Got him. And we'll put another damage on to get the last clue. There are no more clues on the showers. So I'll have Zoe's second action be remember that we found the keys. And third action be get the hell out of there. And then Ursula can't play assets or events. Just brutal. Well, we can have her go... Oh, we need to call the unknown. We'll call the unknown elevator shaft. And then go 1, 2... take a free investigate action at a 5 to a 2. That should be good. Just barely. We've satisfied call the unknown. Third action, Ursula will draw a card. All right. End of the round. Discard dissonant voices. Upkeep. Zoe will upkeep. And we'll unexhaust them and do on the agenda. We might get it done. Okay. How does shortcut work again? You can only play it on your turn. That's the thing. Okay. So I'm gonna have Zoe go 1, 2. And 3 will have her activate. Well, hang on. Does she want to do anything? Well, Zoe's out of cards, so we could calling in favors. That might be the thing to do. We got so much money. Yeah, let's try it. I'm going to pay 1 to calling in a favor. I get to take an ally back to my hand. I'll take Greta. And then I get to search the top 9 cards in my deck for an ally and play it, reducing its cost by whatever Greta's cost was, which is 5. So that's pretty good. So top 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No allies in the top 9. Sometimes you gotta just try, but we can just replay her. Okay, so that was Zoe's 3 turns. So Ursula is actually... she's gonna first action... Ugh, we're about to get got by Call the Unknown. Yeah, we'll call Laundry Room, I guess. So I'm not gonna go back and try to do security checkpoint, I don't think. Yeah, maybe I better. Okay. Yeah, we'll choose security checkpoint for Call the Unknown. And then we'll first action pay 2 to play the other field work. We'll fast action shortcut to get her back to the security checkpoint and then take a free... Actually, I'm not sure if it counts as a move. I mean, it says move, so I'm going to say that that does. So I'm going to trigger Ursula's free investigate. And she's going to be at a 4-5. We'll kick in a Eureka 6 to 4. You got any? She's not here. She can't help. Got it. Okay, we've satisfied Call the Unknown and Eureka trigger. Search the top 3 cards for a card and draw it. 2, 3. Honestly, that backpack could be good again. Okay, so what do? We played Pathfinder, shortcutted, free investigated. So second action, we'll move back. Third action, we'll flip this location because we have the keys and all investigators are at this location. Elevator shaft, out of order. 2 clues on there. So I guess I never read the elevator shaft's flavor text. These locked rusty doors might be persuaded to allow you access to the surface. Too bad you're afraid of heights. When elevator shaft is revealed, each investigator at this location takes 1 horror. Yuck. It's got an action, attempt to navigate the shaft, test for agility. If you fail, take 1 damage. Otherwise, put the set-aside ground floor penitentiary wing location into play. I'm just going to put it into play now, but just know that we can't move there until somebody succeeds this test. Okay, so I think that was everybody's turn. So we will upkeep, and we will upkeep. And then we will doom on. And Zoe is way over hand size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Indeed. I mean, honestly, I feel like this emergency cash is unnecessary. Because of how little money is being spent by Zoe. Then we need bad cards. Crypt Chill. Test for brain. You got any brains over there? You got a deep knowledge. Oh, and we all should have taken a horror when our deck's recycled. Crap. We might just die of just random horror. I guess that's Arkham for you. Yeah, what the hell. Okay, so that's going to put Zoe at 5 to 4. That's the best we can do. Ugh. I have to discard an asset I control. Remove a curse token. I guess I'll discard the Enchanted Blade since I'm about to play a new one. And a Crypt Chill. Wish I had saved... Wish I had saved something for that. We'll just go 4 to 4, I guess. And that's minus the agenda. Yeah. Alright, I'll ditch one of the field works. Oh no, I should just ditch the dead fingerprint kit, obviously. Alright, let's start with Zoe. She needs to play some things. First action, Enchanted Blade. Second action, Greta Wagner. There's no chance she's gonna make that foot test. So just draw a card. No, there's a foot test. Okay, we can kick that in. I need to call the unknown again. That's gonna just straight up kill me. I guess it'll kill Dr. Christopher first. Boy, this sucks. Okay. Well, we need to... Alright, so... We'll declare security checkpoint and try to find a way to do that this turn. So I'm going to take this test. I'm testing 4 foot. My foot is 4. I don't think I get to the Vetsley bonus. Does a location count as a treachery card? I think it might actually. It might actually. Write in the comments if you know that. I'm going to play it like it does. So that puts me at 5 to 4. Kicking the dodge, 6 to 4. Kicking the backpack, 7 to 4. We just need to make this work. 7 to 4. Whew. All right. Penitentiary wing is in play. We can now move to it. So it's first action. Second action, security checkpoint. We'll move back there, then take a free investigate at a 6 to a 4. Got it. Gain a money from Dr. Christopher. We've satisfied Call the Unknown. Third action, we'll move back to elevator shaft. And everybody's done. All right, we'll upkeep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Doom on. So we are 3 turns away from advancing the final agenda, which is usually always bad. Okay, now we need bad cards. Spiked. Choose 1, lose 1 action during your next turn. Deal 2 horror to investigator at your location. Yeah, we're going to lose an action next turn with Zoe. Rotting Remains. Oh my gosh, this horror is brutal. This might be the death of Ursula right here, right now. Not if we kick in Spectral Razor and Eureka. So that's going to put us at 3, 4, 5, 6 to 3. That's the best we can do. Thank God. Eureka triggers. We get to search the top 3 cards for a card and draw it. Definitely not that. We don't need that, so I'll take deduction. All right. Everybody's good to go. First action, Zoe will move to Penitentiary Wing. Reveal it. It's the lobby. Well, let's just read what that says real quick. So it's got 6 clues on it. Hard to get 6 clues to stack neatly on a location, but we know it's there. It's got an ability that's Resign. Activate this ability only if there are no clues at this location. Flavor text is, the mangled bodies of guards and inmates alike are caught in the web of barbed wire spanning the room. And the current act says, if at the end of the round at least 1 investigator is in the lobby, advance. Maybe I should have it be when the lobby is revealed, advance. Yeah, I'm errataing that right now. Hang on. Act 2, when the lobby is revealed, advance. Okay, so we're just going to advance it now. Oh no! It's the Slayer Matriarch, who spawns in the lobby. We'll deal with her in a second. Ugh, oh, because it's sideways, it won't go right? Are you kidding? Yuck. Okay, well, just know that I'm fighting the Slayer Matriarch. And that brings us to Act 3A, Razor's Edge. As you enter the lobby, a webbed mesh of barbed wire cocoons around the exit, blocking any means of escape. A shadow passes overhead, and a creature appearing to be constructed from jagged metal and saw blades descends from the ceiling, anchored by a length of razor wire. You catch a glimpse of a woman's face somewhere within the mass of metal. She does not speak, but her intent is clear. She will not let you leave this place alive. If all surviving investigators have retired, immediately advance. Okay, so essentially the deal is we need to get all the clues off of the lobby to resign, and there's a giant Slayer Matriarch there also. So she has Alert and Retaliate. She spawns in the lobby. She preys on the highest combat, but it's always the only one here, and she gains the money. And the Matriarch has an ability which is spend 2 clues, fight, and you can use your book or your agility instead of your combat stat for that test to deal 1 damage to her. Okay, so I believe that was Zoe's first action. Does that seem right? Except we've lost an action because of Spiked. So we only have 1 action. So let's go Puncher. A? Yeah. I'm going to spend 2 to 1-2 punch. Which will let me fight her at 4, 5, 6 to her 4. And we can let's kick in a small favor to make it an 8 to a 4. Ooh, Yithian. Which is -3. I think we're good. 8 minus 3 is more than 4. Yep. So that's 1 damage on the Slayer Matriarch, who is a 4/4/4, by the way. And 1-2 punch says if you succeed, you may fight again and get +2 and deal an extra damage. So I'm at 4, 5, 6, 7 to 4. And I'll try without. Got it. Whew. So that's 3 damage on the Slayer Matriarch. And Zoe is done. Alright, get in here, Ursula. First action, we'll call the unknown lobby. First action move, take a free investigate. What's the, Shroud 4? We'll exhaust field work. And kick in deduction. So that's going to be an investigate at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for 2 clues. 8 to 4. Got it. This is going to be pretty near run. So we can have Ursula help kill the matriarch with all these clues she's got. But we need to get all the clues so we can resign. So I think we'll get all the clues off, and then if there's time to kill the matriarch before we resign, we'll try doing that. Okay, so that was first action move, free investigate. We've satisfied call of the unknown. I mean, I've got a plan is kind of begging to be used, isn't it? All right, I'm going to try it. I'm going to spend 3. I've got a plan. Fight. This attack uses book. You deal +1 damage for each clue you have to a maximum of +3. So I'm going to just fight with my 4/5 book. And we'll try it. 5 book. Actually, can you kick in a book? You can kick in Greta to make it 6 book. Oh, and we get $1 from Dr. Christopher. I'm going to hold on to seeing the crime, so we'll just try it 6 to 4. Nice. So that is 4 damage. Wow, we are... Oops. We apparently don't have the number 7 on here, so we'll do that. Okay, so maybe Slayer Matriarch needs to get buffed, because she's not supposed to get blown out quite that badly. Wow, nice one, Ursula. Okay, maybe that's a change. Maybe we do 5 per HP instead of 4 per on Matriarch. Where are we? So, I think we did first action, move to the lobby, free investigate. Second action, I've got a plan. Let's just say, whoops. I'm sorry, I messed up the camera there. Let's just say Slayer Matriarch has 10 HP. To avoid Ursula killing it right now. She needs to get the clues off. So let's try that. Let's just do an investigate at a 5, do a 4. Oof. Oof. So that's going to be a fail, and I place one of my clues on the current location. That stinks. But we take out a curse token. Okay, well, Ursula's done. Okay, we go to the enemy phase for the first time. Slayer Matriarch is going to do 2 damage to poor Zoe. We satisfied call of the unknown, so we upkeep. And then we add a doom and take bad cards. Oh, Slayer Stalker. The perfect time. Yep. And we do get a money, though, don't we? Oh, we might actually get to use this. Choose an unengaged Slayer Stalker enemy. If there are no unengaged Slayer Stalker enemies in play, search the encounter deck for a Slayer Stalker. Uh-oh, things are getting bad. Slayer Stalker, come to me. And do what with it? And spawn it at your location. And its prey is the lowest. Boy, alright, I don't think Zoe's gonna make it out. Where's that dynamite blast, guys? F, we need clues. Well, we do need clues. Okay, well, here's what... Alright, first action for Zoe. Spend 2 to scene of the crime. That's going to get 2 clues off here. And no attack of opportunity. Second action, we're going to 1-2 punch. Well, if Slayer Matriarch is 10 HP and it's 7, it's probably better to use that against her than either of the stalkers. They do the same damage. Okay, we'll have her punch the Slayer Matriarch then. So that's going to be a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to 4. What's tablet? -1? Yeah, we're good. So that is another damage on Slayer Matriarch. And 1-2 punch lets us fight a second time with +2 and deal an extra damage. So it's going to be 4, 5, 6, 7 to 4 to deal 2. I'm going to kick in this guard dog, make it 8. Got it. Slayer Matriarch has been defeated, folks. We're going to put her in the victory display. Unless we still have 2 Slayer Stalkers engaged with Zoe, but she can tank that for a bit. Oh, and we can trigger Greta and put a damage on her to get another clue. Who's cluing now, Ursula? You think you're the one who knows how to get clues? Ursula really doesn't. And she's going to die from Call of the Unknown. Anywho. Okay, so we'll call the unknown elevator shaft. Shortcut her into there. I'll trigger one of the Pathfinders and investigate at a 4, 5, 6, 7 to 4. Got it. Satisfied Call of the Unknown. First action, I'll move back and trigger the other field work and investigate at a 4, 5, 6, 7 to a 4. Got it. Oh, we're close, folks. Wow, this really couldn't have gotten closer, could it? Okay, we go to enemy phase. Each Slayer Stalker deals a damage to poor Zoe. We upkeep. Add a doom. Alright, we got to get a clue off and resign this turn, folks. Okay. Well, here's how we're going to do it. We're not going to we'll just say call the unknown elevator shaft, but we're not even going to be here because we are going to have Ursula investigate and commit inquiring mind, which puts her at a 7 to 8. We probably should have gotten a money from Dr. Christopher for that last time. 8 to 4. Let's go, boys. What's that? -3. Oh, man. Good stuff. All right, Ursula steals the last clue off the lobby. And then second action, Ursula resigns. Which we can now do because there are no clues remaining at this location. Over to Zoe. No real reason to fight either of these guys. So we will just have Zoe resign. And all surviving investigators have retired. Oh, it's have resigned, not retired. What am I talking about? Razor's Edge should read resign. Okay. Advance. While the creature is distracted, you're able to buy enough time. Sorry, Act 3B is called a close shave. While the creature is distracted, you're able to buy enough time to rip out enough of the wire to squeeze through a pane of shattered glass by the door and emerge outside in the courtyard. Resolution 1. We did it. Holy moly. I don't know if I should read you the resolution or not. I guess I will. Don't look at it. Okay. Resolution 1. The haunting sounds of hissing and the clattering of metal against stonework fade into the distance as you scramble out into the courtyard. As you begin to entertain ideas about your hypothetical safety, you notice Officer Perez over by the front gate, being menaced by the same bladed monsters you encountered inside the prison. You rush to his aid, but by the time you get there, he's already emptied both barrels of his shotgun into the crowd. The creatures writhe on the ground, hissing in agony for a few moments before going limp. Perez wipes the sweat from his brow and stares at you wild-eyed. You made it out, he gasps. Thank God. I tried to search for survivors, but these monsters, just what the hell are they? You wish you knew. Perez shakes his head as you describe your encounter with the savage creature in the lobby. It's too dangerous to go back inside. We've got to get out of here while we still can. You follow Perez down the ridge as he explains the COs have managed to retake the docks and are loading as many survivors as they can onto the ferry before it returns to the mainland. In your campaign log, record the investigators escaped from the prison block. If Slayer Matriarch is in the victory display, record in the campaign log, the Slayer Hive has become unstable. Each investigator earns experience points equal to the amount of victory in the victory display, which I think was 3 for us. The Matriarch and then 2 locations had victory. And then proceed to Interlude 1, the Sunken Colony. All right, folks. Well, that actually went really, really well. Astonishingly well, actually. All that we really needed to fix was, I think the matriarch needs to be stronger. I want her to be more scary than she was. I do feel like we didn't see as many enemies as I had hoped. I mean, at the end there, it got pretty good, but I kind of wanted you to be menaced more during the prison. But I guess in the first scenario, it's all right to not be menaced that much. It will definitely get worse as the campaign goes on. Well, all right. That was scenario 1 of the Suffering of Carnate as it stands currently. I think a few small tweaks to make, but otherwise I'm pretty happy with that scenario. Yeah. So if you bothered to watch this whole thing, well, thank you. And let me know what you think. Bye.